So quick update. So basically the last month and a half, we've been working on battery cooling and battery plumbing. This is just not gonna work. We have like 15 leak points with these AN fittings and a very crucial part of the car. So there's 16 modules in this car and every one of the modules has an inlet and outlet. So 16 times 2 is what, 32? So we got 32 different ins and outs for every battery and then 16 leak points per manifold, and there's 2 manifolds on each one of the boxes. It's just hundreds of points of leaks for this car. So we went to a very simple design with a single manifold, single AN fitting, and these really nice silicone tubes that go to the batteries. So now we got these really nice ones, very simple, they're clear, we can see to make sure there's fluid passing through them. If anything leaks, we'll be able to detect it too, and also if there's any cavitation or there's any air bubbles stuck into it, nice translucent lines there. One of the biggest problems with this car is, look down in here. This is what we have to work with. My thumb doesn't fit in there. And there's 2 sets of these manifolds in there with the inlet and outlet cooling. So every battery box now had to come back out a little bit, put these in there, make sure these cut to length. These are custom built for this car and for this particular build. All made out of stainless, all TIG welded together. So we're not gonna have any issues there. Also nice little strain relief there, so nothing's kinking and binding. The manifolds of these batteries are very delicate. If you bend them or put any force on, they will crack. Yep. Just a thing from Tesla. They're not designed to go in and out of cars. They're designed to be in once and that's it.
What are you gonna miss most and what are you gonna miss least?
Tiptoeing around the car, being a little bit nervous because, you know, it's a painted car.
It's gonna be getting in and out of it. That car, the suicide doors are awesome, but on a lift, you get so little gap to get in and out of the thing.
Yeah, so we've added the battery radiator up there where we were planning on mounting the contactor box originally. We picked up a bunch of those standoffs and just getting the fan figured out there where exactly we're gonna put it, because it does interfere with the frame slightly, so we're gonna have to massage some stuff to get that in, but that's basically done. You can see the pump nestled way under there. That side of it's basically done. Same as the motor and the charger tooling is basically tied up. They're mounted. I just got to get some longer bolts, bolt the thing down, and done. Cross it off.
We hate it when people deliver painted cars to us because that means that we have to take all these extra precautions where if you just brought us a car that was going to go to paint later, we don't care. We could, you know, have a belt on, we have buttons. It just makes it a pain. And that car was a very painful process because we didn't start from scratch. We had to start with something, move backwards, and then move forward, which is the most tough part of any project.
Oh, I came in up probably 5 times that one day. To get everything massaged in that. We had to mount it slightly forward of where it was just to be able to get the cables and stuff around the back of it.
Yeah, so we got 2 big high voltage cables back here, plus
that whole box is being remounted.
Yep, and we had to slide it forward a little bit because all the cooling systems that are coming out of it. So once again, that's all done. Now we just got to tie it all up, test it, pressure leak test it, and we're good to go.
But the point is, it's the reason that we had to have it in and out so many times is because it has to be right. Like there's no fudge in it. It's either right or it's wrong, and it has to be right.
That's what we're doing. We're building a car for somebody, and then when you see them enjoying what we put together, that makes it work.
That's what's cool. I'm gonna miss the most, I think, is when just people came by the shop, you know, whether it was colleagues, like people who were working with us on other stuff, they come by the shop and you get to show them the hot rod. I think that's what I'm gonna miss most about it. Our next car is a bit more of a cruiser, so it's gonna be a different vibe, yeah.
There's a lot going on. So, you know, even this little brake switch, it's an on and off brake switch, not your typical switch that a car has. It's brake on, brake off with 4 wires on it that tells the computer that your brake's on. This is out of a Tesla. This is 1934 Ford. Where am I gonna put this?
I mean, it doesn't bolt up?
Well, it will when I'm done. Now I'm designing a full CAD drawing to mount this to the steering column up and away so you can't see it. It touches the brake pedal just right. It's fully adjustable, so if there's an issue later, we can adjust it. But that's, you know, what am I, 2 days into this and getting a stupid brake switch mounted. But no, we're pretty much at the tail end of this. We got some programming stuff for the battery cooling system to tie together, and we're ready to roll. I know it sounds like there's not much left, but the next 2 weeks is going to be just, you know, we've been headfirst in this whole entire project, but it's really crunch time to get this thing happening.
That is the scariest 25 mile an hour I've ever done.
Anyone who builds cars knows that even little stuff like this, oh, just ran a brake switch. You think, okay, a couple of hours. Day 2, brake switch is still not in the car.
The GPS antenna definitely needs to move. It still hasn't picked up signal. Tomorrow's going to be busy. This car's getting delivered on Friday morning.
What's going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow is every single thing that needs to be done in this car. It needs to happen tomorrow. GPS antenna needs to move. There's a couple of wires need to be moved from where they've now settled. I'm gonna make a blanking plug for all the waterproof connectors on the high voltage box. I got a whole list, but I can't remember any of it.
I love problems. I love fixing problems. I love getting through very technical things. I started this company years ago, and it started in my garage. And to see it come all the way to now, we're standing in front of a client like Tim Allen and helping him through the struggles of EVs was probably the best thing for me.
Straight out.
There we have it. After all these years, it's back up here in North Hollywood. We will do all these notes. God bless these guys, and then we'll put it all together. These little details are really where I live. I love all this, putting colors together and all that stuff. And then we'll drive it, seating position. But anyway, just wanted to say hello to everybody. I've been away for a while. Excited to be back here. And now I must go pick out a headliner.